Salamat po. Kindly sit now. Thank you. Energy Secretary Alfonso Cuse. Senator Bongo. Bilib. Representative Elizalde Co. Romblon Governor Jose Riano. And of course, Congressman, your lady. Local government officials of Romblon Province, Energy Regulatory Commission Chairperson Agnes Vicente Torres Divinadera, officials and staff of the Southwest Water and Electric Company headed by its CEO Milin Co. Distinguished guests, may hapon kaninyong tanan and may salute to my former colleague in the 11th Congress, si Congressman Budoy. We seldom see each other, but I remember the days nung bata pa kami. That was the 11th Congress a long time ago. We were together in the parliamentary visits in the Middle East, and it was really a very productive experience for everybody. Mawala na muna itong speech ko. Total 2 pages lang naman. Tama-tama, abot yung bagyo. Maniwala ko nito. Pag sinabi ko magdating ako. Pag mag-abot ng mga alas 10, wala pa. Maghanap na kayo dyan sa tubig. Bilisan lang ninyo kasi yung current dito is, ang movement ng current ay, saan ba ang malaking tulak? Pacific to the west, east to west. I am pleased to join you today in inaugurating this hybrid solar diesel power plant that will pave the way to a greener tomorrow for Romblon and the rest of the country. This is indeed a milestone not only for the people of the province but for our environment as well. Ganito ang istorya niyan. Those who are producing oil and coal are always against itong hybrid, lalo na kung solar. And all sorts of stories about the disadvantages of having a solar that it cannot withstand, well, for the forces of nature. The first thing that I asked myself, and later on kay Saldi, was, Adre, pwede ba itong can it withstand the forces of nature? Sabi niya, it's built to last longer than the life of the typhoon, even at 300 kilometers per hour. Sabi ko, mas mahusay, bakit hindi natin gawin to? Well, anyway, it's always a lobby money. Those who are selling oil, Shell, lahat yan sila, unless they develop into the modern technology of the solar, you harvest the sky power, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng medyo, it's a lobby and it will always be fight in Congress. Not so much about dito sa akin because I just decide what is best for the country, and if it is, then I'll sign it without any further hullabaloo. But if I think that it is not to the interest of the country, and I'd always explain to you why. Ganon po. Ang masakit sa akin to ponder on it, that at this time, some of the cooperatives in the past, tapos itong bagong, money, it's business, and we have invited so many investors. But the problem is we continue to be, tawag nitong, those little things that make it hard for the Filipino to enjoy the benefits and advantages of a modern civilization. For example, like Zamboanga, Iloilo. Alam mo kasi noon ganito, you start with the cooperative. Because a government unit, however big it is today, starts with small settlements. And it grows over time. Wala masyadong pera noon and no investor would come in. So the people themselves, bound by an agreement to promote its welfare, nagtayo na, sige, contribute tayo dito, ang the cooperatives. Ako wala akong, kung may pera kayo, then I would be the last person that you have to worry. Wala kayong problema sa akin. Tanungin mo si Budoy. Wala akong, I do not tinker with trivial things. And even when we were congressman, we were always guided kung ano ang tama para sa karamihan. The greatest good for the greatest number. That has always been the rule. Hindi ho na nagpapalit yan. Simply because even in the older times, if you have 100 and you have 51 against 49, you're the winner. So we follow the majority. The cry is modern energy, renewable energy, less devastation sa ating environment. And there's always a waste. However you justify it, there's always a waste of everything except solar. So kung ang takot ko naman, pardon my ignorance, kasi nakikita ko sa taas na how could it withstand a typhoon that's whipping you at even at 250. Ang sabi ni Saldi, it has been built to last so many times over. And I'm happy for you. If it would last longer, wala na tayong problema actually. At si Saldi na ang give or take about 10 years from now, siya na ang pinaka Lopez ng papalit. I thank SunWest Water, an electric company, for being our partner in introducing and providing green energy to different parts of the country, especially in off-grid areas. Talagang malayo kasi magastos yung power line. This pursuit emphasizes how our nationwide electrification trust is essential in the implementation of the crucial government programs and projects, especially now that we are moving fast toward our national infrastructure development agenda. Ever since I assumed office, it has always been my administration's firm policy to safeguard the environment for the well-being and future generations. Ako naman pasingit-singit lang so that you'd know actually what's the sentiment or what's the mindset of the executive department as you balance it with Congress and the Supreme Court. So we're all equal and we are always conscious of that. Pero yung the penchant of some, alam ni Budo yan, na kakasabi mo, pagsabi ng EDSA, right at the start, hindi talaga ako I never mention about borrowing about anything. I don't even mention about selling, kagaya ng GSIS. I do not sell property, especially if it's worth billions. Why? Because we are trying to gather more, properties, assets, and besides, baski anong sabihin mo, if it runs into billions, if the properties is something like 100 billion, whether you like it or not, there's gonna be something about loose talks of corruption. Kaya when the administration, if it was Tugadi or sabi, we need to borrow for EDSA because we need money to just even move one stall there. So ang hinihingi nila emergency powers. But here comes a lady, atribida ang tawag ko dyan. I mean, it's good to be honest. It's good to be a crusading public official. No doubt about it. You will be appreciated. But kung sumubra ka, and you think that all elected officials in government are corrupt, oh well then. Sabi ko, kung ganun ang pag-isip ninyo, wag na. Let EDSA rot there. And at the end of the day, when I go out, then I'll have the freedom to be more frank and more brutal in my language. Ako ngayon, medyo ano lang ako kasi whether I like it or not, the burden of the presidency is on my back. And with it, really, yung salita ko, lalo na ako, bastos ako kasi naman sa grade 4, if I remember right, 73 ang grado ko sa good manners and right conduct. At the problem with me, and you'd have to understand that, whether you like it or not, kasi nandito na ako, is I never left the paradigm of being a city mayor of a city to the presidency. Ang salita ko doon sa mga tao ko sa Davao constituency, parang nadala ko dito sa pagka-presidente ko. Kaya kung magsalita ako minsan, yung pabugoy, ganun talaga ako. Kaya nga sabi ko, pag hindi kami umabot ng alas 10, maghanap na kayo ng bangka, hanapin na ninyo kami. Kaya to be safe, I would like to invite Budoy to go with me in flying to maybe just Katiklan. He is a very religious man, and we are sure of God's projects such as this complement the government's aim to fast-track the development of renewable energy sources in the country, and in the process reduce our nation's dependence on traditional energy sources, including coal. Fortunately though, as of now, mas mamura kung if you just go with oil and coal in the meantime. Coal, meron tayo, but it destroys. No, you cannot have it all. You get one, you lose one. You have a cheap power plant, coal, oil, but the fossil fuel leaves a lot of carbon footprints in our country. And I do not know how it would impact on the next generation. Sa pagka-ngayon talaga, I was talking to, I think it was the Russian diplomat yesterday. And they are as much worried as anybody else about itong climate. Talagang nagbago eh. Before may typhoon tayo, wag na tayo magbulahan. Ito ngayon pagka humampas talagang malakas. And to our dismay, we are the window of the Pacific. Tayo talagang unang hinahampas ng Pacific Ocean yan. So whatever warning there is in the sea and lots of moisture, evaporation, pagka marami yan tapos dali ng hangin because of the so many mainit, then tatagpo ng malamig, ayun. So we had the Yolanda, which was a very sad experience for all of us. With this groundbreaking solar project, I am confident that the energy-related organizations will follow the good example that Soweco has set. This initiative highlights the importance of having environmentally compliant power plants to prevent further environmental damage and reduce emissions of harmful chemicals. One is the carbon footprints, too much of it actually, for the human being or the body to absorb. Second is we have destroyed our marine resources all over. And we had that experience of Canada and the rest of the industrialized countries exporting their garbage in the guise of yung magamit mo pa some industrial extras or waste even that can be of use to us itong developing countries. Kaya yung Canada, nagpadala ng basura but so many years ago at ayaw kunin. Kasi nabi ko, putang ina mo, ibubuhos ko yan sa pantalan mo. Ayaw ninyong maniwala, subukan ninyo. Sabi ko, God, kuha kayo ng barko. Yung luma na isang biyahe lang na hindi na pagbalik, doon na rin lulubog yung putang ina yan. Bigay mo sa kanila. And I'd like to say to the Western countries, do not make us a garbage dump. You know, you might be more powerful, more and more developed and rich. But your wealth does not translate into something like making other nations. Yung sa Bisaya, yung daog-daog. Ano ba daog-daog sa Tagalog? Api-api. Ano ba ito dito? Tagalog o Bisaya? Yung pang-api-api na mga... even then, that's why I'm going to China. And the first thing that I will bring out before them, the arbitrary ruling. Ganito yan eh. So we do not go to war. Okay. Hindi naman talaga tayo pwede makipag-gera sa kanila. I will just feed my army and the military and the police to the mouths of hell. Mamamatay lahat yan. At this time, pero sabihin ko sa kanila na you've always been saying we do not have to go to war, we do not have to go to trouble, and let us resolve this controversy peacefully. I told you that before my term ends, I would have to talk to the Chinese about this. So, I will ask them, as what you said and what we have agreed upon, we talk to resolve this problem peacefully. Now, how? Tell me, how do we start to solve the problem peacefully? There has got to be something. You just cannot talk air. At sabi nila, hindi pag-usapan. Sabi ko, no. If I'm not allowed as a president of a sovereign nation to talk whatever I want to talk about, then let us not rather, talk altogether. Wag na. Do not control my mouth because that is a gift from God. It was not God-given. I have my own universal identity. I have a soul which will go to heaven because of what you did to Mother Earth. Ang babait natin, na nasalin na rin ako sa the drift of the goodwill of the people. So, whether you like it or not, will it make you happy or not, angry or otherwise, I'm sorry. But we have to talk the arbitrary ruling, then what we get. If there is a start in the exploration and in the extraction of whatever wealth there is in the bowels of the earth, the proposal of 60-40 in our favor would be a good start. I hope that it would graduate into something like towards how do we solve the arbitral ruling peacefully. You know, if you study the sentence very, very carefully, if we cannot go to war because we cannot simply afford it, we cannot afford violence, trouble, because it is not the norm of the day just to kill people for this disagreement. Then let us talk about what is there you have to share with us. Any other adventures or expeditions in the marine oceans of our exclusive zones, economic zones, will have a direct bearing on that arbitrary ruling. Hindi ako papayag na tiwa yan. Hindi naman ako makipag-away. Pero ang balita ko kasi yung mga taga Romblon matatapang. Dito ako kuha ng mga sundalo una. Kayo lang ata hindi na-invade ng mga Espanyol eh. Meron ba dito? Wala. Meron ba tisoy dito na Espanyol? Hindi yan. Insulares yan. Yeah, I'm referring to the imperialist to, wag na gabihin tayo. Pwede ba tayo mag-take off ng gabi? Okay tayo. Gabi, mag-take off tayo ng gabi. Basta wala lang bird hit. Yan ang yung tamaan ng baski bubuyog dyan. Ganong. The initiative highlights the importance of having environmentally compliant power plants to prevent further degradations of our Mother Nature. As we celebrate this milestone, I encourage everyone to renew your commitment in upholding our stewardship for the environment and the protection of what is best for the welfare and protection of our country. As we look ahead with optimism, I urge every Filipino to demonstrate solidarity in our shared goal for building a stronger and more sustainable society for all. Alam mo, yung is daghang salamat. Wag na yun. Dapat magpasalamat ka, layo nitong ilang ride ito. Ang gulo pa ng pagpasok. It's quite at a certain altitude entering the labang sa taas, wala masyadong hangin. It's above weather. But when you go down in cloud, just turbulence, and it really creates a ripple upstairs. Ang gusto ko lang ring iwanan, itong, kalimutan ko itong, nun sana yung mga politiko, yung telco, or whatever who wins eventually. Yung Pilipino kasi, alam mo, sa totoo lang, nangangailangan kami ng pera. Sino bang hindi? Pero sabihin itong mga putang ina magnakaw pa kami sa gobyerno, kanila yan, hindi kami. At least hindi ako. I'm 53 years as a mayor. Wala akong regrets na I stood tall all the time. Kalakkat na matanda na ako. Nung nagkasakit ako, sabi ko, tignan ninyo kung baka tataob talaga ako. Kung saan ninyo ako ilibing. Sabi ng military na, sa libingan ng mga bayani. Sabi ko, yan, okay yan. Maraming gusto dyan. Kaya nationwide iparapol ko yan. Gusto mo ng libingan ng bayani? Magbili ka ng lottery. Isali ko na lottery sa ako, you just burn me within 24 hours and you just place my ashes with earth. Isali na ninyo ako sa sunog dyan sa if you need anything to burn. Ang ibig kong sabihin, hindi naman ako, I'm not trying to be morbid. Ang yung mga tao na, yan telco, kung baski sino, papanaluhin mo, yan talaga, may transfer. Kung ganun, yung kumpanya ko na lang gawin kung telco, kami na maghiram ng pera at ako na gumawa. Bakit ko ibigay sa iba? Tuntop lang yun. Why would you give the opportunity when you can have it all? What I'm trying to say is we are delayed because every time government embarks on a program for the people, it is always suspect of corruption. Kayong iba hindi nagaganan. And it's true during my time. Panahon sa namin ni wala talagang maganda sa, lalo na if you happen to be in the opposition. But we were with the opposition. We never talked at all. Bobo mo naman kung di mo alam that it will help like this one. Kung may foreign equity yan o whatever, a consortium of foreigners, why do you have to? If you do not know how to improve the country, and you always think in terms of money, something must be wrong with you. Yan ang... I'm not saying about the opposition. I'm talking about politicians. Because this year, yung opposition, next year sila. Kaya sabi ko, why did it take so long for us to reach this kind of development or stage? O pranggahan ko kayo. Noon pa, Marcos was good. But he allowed the family to intervene. Talagang mahusay yun. But all succeeding, itong military pati police, and do not be offended kasi totoo ito. Pag may mga demonstrations and you know that democracy is tilting one way or the other, you intervene and join the clamor for change. Ang problema ng military pati police, pagkatapos na pinaalis nila yung mga gago, ibigay ninyo doon sa kabila na gago rin. Itong mga politiko na ito, yung nandiyan nagsigit chat-chat ngayon, ito rin yung noon sa ibang administration, wala rin ginawa. Kahit nila ungpin, nila itong mga mayaman, itong mga Meralco, sabi ko sa inyo, ang corruption, alam namin, hindi dito yan sa mga customs. Maliliit yan, but you have to correct it. Pero ang corruption dito sa itaas. Yang walang bayad-bayad, na mag-abot ng billion, tapos you reduce ito millions, tapos maghiram, you condone it, kaya nag-dive yung you remember, all of you are almost businessmen here. On DBK, karaming pera noon. Oh, look. Pinahiram nila itong sa power kay Lopez. So what happened? What happened to the loans that were granted by DBP at the behest of... Hindi binayaran. They condoned the billions. So ang DBP, mahina. It cannot really cope up with its... it does not have the money what it used to be. Ganon eh. Ang corruption na istaas. Kaya dito ko binabantayan. Pero yan masabi yung corrupt dyan sa... Well, of course, it affects a lot of Filipinos. Checkpoint, customs, BIR. Ngayon, sunod, BIR. You know what? I suggest to you, in all honesty, let us go to sa ating taxation gross. Kasi sinong tanungin mo, walang daya sa gross. Tingin ko ilan ang... Dito tayo magdaya sa neto. Kasi kung magneto ka, net, minus itong deduction na bayad ko dito, SSS, ito yung nabigay kong mga 14 additional salary, ito yung mga expenses ko. In the end, pag plus mo, sabihin ng examiner, hindi yan. Hindi allowed yan. Ngayon, ikwenta niya uli. Pag kwenta niyang putang ina niya, malaki. O sabihin, sige, magbayad ka lang nito. Pero okay, we will assess you at 5 million. Bigay mo sa amin ng 2 million. 3 ang ibayad mo. Pero pag mag-gross ka, wala na. Andiyan lahat. Magkano ang inibenta mo? Magkano kinitang araw na yan? Wala yung minus na sweldo ng tao mo. Dito tayo sa group. Hong Kong, Singapore, I think even Indonesia. Gross tayo. Alam mo, ang gusto kong gawin, bago ako mag-alis, baka matakot kayo. Sabihin ko lang, alis na ako. Alis talaga ako. Bigyan lang ninyo ako 5 araw. Do not fuck with me for 1 week. I will change government. Before I leave, gross tayo. Tong examiners, ang nabubusog dyan, ang examiners. Sila yung magkukwestiyon. Kaya ako dito sa customs yung last time, I really insisted. I'm not satisfied with 6 or 7 of you going up. I want the 64 with cases in customs dismissed. And I will insist on that even if I have to put my foot down as president. I seldom use the title president. I appreciate if you just address me as mayor. Lahat na magtawag sa akin ng presidente, hindi ko pinapansin. And you would know why. Sabi ka, President, magtingin lang ako sa iyo. Tanungin mo, bakit hindi ka magsagot? Sino may sabi sa iyo, Presidente ako? You just call me Mayor. That's the... gusto ko lang i-share, hindi man ninyo ako nakita noon, even during the campaign. Yung buraga yung putang inang yan. Ang dumi-dumi. Baho ba? Napasyal ako dyan gabi. Katiklan ako because chopper lang. Sabi ko, linisin mo yan. My penchant for getting military people, police. Kasi nasusunod ang gusto ko. Alam naman ng police pati military na hindi ako mag-utos sa kanila ng mali. I would not papasubo ko ang mga tao ko dyan sa armed forces. They are my soldiers because I am the commander-in-chief at ang police because I am the chief executive of government. Hindi ko papasubo, sabihin mag-utos ako na sabihin, putang ina, patayin mo yung lahat ng durugista. Huwag mong pero siyempre pagtalikod, huwag kayo maniwala doon. Ubusin mo yung tang ina kayo dyan sa Boracay, sa itaas. Sa itaas, grabe ang droga dyan. I've been telling you, guys, do not destroy my country. There is enough time to repair for my country. Hindi ko kayo tinatakot, but I have about 2 and so many months left. Pag hindi ko nakita na hindi ako aalis dyan na I will leave the Philippines in shambles. Hindi ako papayag na at one time Rodrigo Duterte passed the presidency. I do not want you to remember me. For all I care, I do not want also to think of you. Pero putang ina, pagka nakita ko na hihiritan ko talaga yun. Maghihirit magtatapon ako ng last card ko. At baka yung card na yan, hindi lang king or queen, alas talaga yan. Para, give me 2 months. Sabihin ko, kayo, ito, abolish this office, ito, bala na kayo. Ayan, customs. Wala na yung inspection. Even immigration, may slide na. But of course, yung nadududahan namin, yung talagang may atraso. Huwag mo nang umulan dyan kasi nag-uusap kami dito. Ganon. Sigurado na. Hindi ako, I'm not trying to say I am the cleanest guy in town, I am the most, everything that I talk about becomes six cathedra, the truth. Mayroon akong marami rin masabi, marami. Forts, plenty. Pero nakaw, pera, ay putang ina. Wala kayong mutya dito? Mapakilala? Mutya ka, ma'am? Yun pa, mapag-usapan natin. Pera dyan. Hindi mo naman, you cannot bring money in coins and in paper notes. But you bring, alam mo, you only pass through this world but one. Ayaw kong pagpatalikod na ako, for example, mahulog yung helicopter ko. Hindi na ako mag-isip na may ginawa ako na dapat hindi ko gawin. Yung sa trabaho, ginagawa ko yan. Pero sabi ko na may gusto akong gawin, ibig sabihin yan, hindi ako sinagot. Kasi sabi niya, puta, ano ba yung matanda ka na, landi mo. Pero patawa lang yan. Ito yung sinasabi nila na misogynist daw ako ng mga babae. Iyan ang biro sa amin eh. So I grew up with that kind of, yung mga ganon. Every time kasi babae. Hindi, magprangkahan tayo mga lalaki. Hindi, totoo lang. Para kasi yung isa, sinasakyan ninyo eh. Sabi, Duterte, bastos, babae ba? Okay, simplihin natin. Kung walang babae, basta nandito na tayo sa mundo, walang babae, magtinginan tayo. Ang gusto mo? May general dyan, magtingin sa akin, anong gusto mo? Halikan mo ako, puta, barilin kita dyan. Itong mga babae na kasali yan sa yellow campaign na babae. Hindi nila alam putang ina yung sinasabi ko sa Madre. Ako yung nagpa-hostage. You look back sa 19... Kaya ba lang nangyari yung kay Pugoy? Ako yung nagsabi, bitawan mo yung bata, pati yung yaya. Kasi ang yaya, sister-in-law, ang nanay nakalabas. Ang bata, ayaw na, kasi breastfed. Ayaw na magdudo, kasi ang hanap, nanay. Kasi ako na nga, yung sinasabi nila na misogynist ako yung Madre. Totoo yun. Talungin yung mga pulis, matagal na serbisyo. Ako yung nagpa-hostage. Sabi ko, tanggalin mo yung, palisin mo yung bayan. Pag sabi ko, bitawan mo, diretso na ako. Diretso na ako. Twice I did it. In thy name, woman. Ako ang may first. Mayor pa ako. May anti-discrimination na ako. Sa Davao, hindi kayo pwede magsabi, ito, ano ka, Ilonggo ka, wala, tikal ka, gano'n. Cannot do that. Bakla ka, with more. Bawal talaga doon magbastos about yung tribe. Itong mga Bisaya, palahubog, gano'n, may sungay. You cannot do that. And magreklamo sila. But this is law. And it passed during my time. May batas talaga ako. So sige naman kayo tingin ng relo. Hindi naman yan sira. So, totoo talaga na I'd be at 6:30. Malayo yung bahay niyo dito? Totoo lang. Malalayo ang how many hours to travel? Hindi na sana kayo pumunta dito. Ganoon pala. Kaya mo presidente, total, wala kayo. Katribon, switch. Okay na. Pero siyempre, kung may tao, magsalita ako, lalo na hindi nyo ako narinig noong yung Boracay. Nilinisan ko, anong pinagsasabi dito? Ibigay ni Duterte yan sa mga incheck. Hoy, mga ulol, ang incheck sa amin, lolo ko. My grandfather, si Chinese Lam. Ang lola ko sa mother side is Maranao. Tatay ko si Buano. Pero gusto ko mga Ilongga. Ilongga talaga, malambing. Malambing. Totoo yan. Kaya mo yung mga sundalo, napasyal naman kung paski saan. Hindi masyado sundalo kasi ito mga pulis. Mag-iwan talaga na. Mga pulis, sus Maria Josep. Sa mayor ko, in the entire, how many years ako mayor? 43 years. Wala akong pinuntahan na libing ng pulis, putang ina, na pagdating doon, isang pamilya lang ang umiiyak. Tang inang, Jesus! Paano? Pag-graduate ng PNP, pa-assign doon sa syudad. Law enforcement, de-enforce the law. Tapos yung jeep na bago, yung binili na yung bago, nakaparting na doon sa kabaray. Doon sa mga -1. Kaya ang pinakamaganda dyan, ang unang boyfriend yan, either mayaman, na sugar daddy, o police. O kaya police, tapos yung gangster. Yung gangster. Hindi alam ng buang na pag duty niya sa estasyon, pupunta yun doon sa kabila. Ganon yung mga babae na, yan ang nila. Doon sa, kaya yung binibigyan ninyo, hiwalayan ninyo, wala. Hindi yan inyo. Akala mo lang iyo. Police, ilang beses kaibigan ko, matali ko. You know, my father was governor of Davao. He was governor for 12 years. Kaya ako sanay sa police. Pati itong PC, paglibing talaga niya. Tapos doon sa kabilang sabi ko, sino yung putang inang umiyak dyan? Sir, yun yung asawa niya. Tapos may 3, may 4 dito, putang inang polis na ito. Paano buhayin itong... Kaya ang warning, silang PNP bago mag-report doon sa Davao, mayor ako. Sabi ko, putang ina, huwag kayo magkabit-kabit dito. Magtiis kayo. Ikaw, wala kang asawa, wala pa. Maghanap ko ng asawa. Maraming maganda dito. Pero warning talaga ako kasi, yan, may isang pulis binugbog ko pa. Alam mo ginawa? Nag-iyak ko. Sir. Sinuntok ako, yan. Tapos, binira ako. Ayun, sir, sinipa pa ako dito sa hita. Saan ang hita yan? Ito, sir, ito. Sige. Saan pa, sir? Yan, sa likod, sir. Sinipa pa. Putang inang pulis. Tawag mo, pulis. Tapos dalhin ko yan sa kwarto, papuntang CR. Puta, tawagin ko yung asawa. Liga. Saan ka una sinuntok? Dito, putang ina kang pulisa ka. Tumba na. Pagtumba na, ano pa? Ayun, sir, dito. Sipa man yan. Putang ina ka. May sakit ako kasi nakuha ako sa... That is why stricto ako. Stricto talaga ako dyan sa child abuse. Kasi yung nanay ko, gusto ninyong umuwi? O makinig ka sa istorya ng nanay ko? Para maintindihan ninyo ako. Hindi ako nagyayabang. That's nothing to brag about. It's about the discipline na minsan, ang nanay ko kasi na kung magkastigo sa akin, walang hinto. Kung magpalo yan, akala mo nagpalo ng aso. Na aso na tinali. Ako nakagano na sa altar. Kaya ang wala sige na pak, paa. Kaya wala akong iba, makatingin na ako kay Jesus Christ. Sabihin ko, Jess, ginoo sa Bisaya, Diyos. Ginoo ka man, bulungan mo yung nanay ko, masakit na masyado. Sabi niya, narinig ko lang si Jesus nagsabi, putang ina ka Rodrigo, ako dito ilang century na, nagalaylay pa rin. Kaya magkita kami sa saan siya man, huwag kayo maniwala dyan sa pare na wala akong reliyon. Buang. May tao ba dito na, how can you be in this universe not believing in God? It's endless. Only God can do it. The universe is endless. Tayo lang ang may tao, but we can solve that problem when we die. Kaya yung kastigo, kaya baski simbahan ako magpunta noon na pumapasok pa ako ng simbahan. Ay, nag-aaway kami ng mga, may pare ba dito? Sorry, isa pa kayo. Ay, ako, yung sinabi ko ng kampanya ako, totoo yun. Yung maliit pa kami sa Ateneo, totoo yun. Totoo yun. Kaya si Dominguez, kay classmate ko, baka ba? Yan ang valedictorian namin, yung finance secretary natin. Hanggang Amerika yan. Stanford ata. Bright talaga yan. Ako ang 75, putang ina. Kaya nung na-presidente ako, tinitignan ko kasi si Tugade, valedictorian namin yan sa law school sa San Beda. Bright yan. Halo si Mon Lopez. Scholar ng ano yan. Scholar yan sila lahat. Magna. Tignan ninyong record. Mga military, si Delpin Lorenzana. Bright yan, valedictorian. Ang high school niya doon sa Cotabato. Cotabato, Ilocano yan. Sabi talaga ng mga Moro doon, talagang bright yan. Kaya mag-preside ako ng meeting. Minsan pag sabi, let's say our prayers. Tawa kayo ko minsan, General Lorenzana, you do it. Kasi we pray, Lord. Tapos nitignan ko sila nagdadasal. Puro valedictorian, cum laude. Tapos sabi ko, buhay nga talaga. Puro valedictorian. Sila, mga general, female. Tapos pagpasok ko, tindig lahat yan sa lot. Ang grado ko, sa totoo lang, hindi ako nagpapatawa. Grado ko talaga. Hindi lang man ako umabot ng 78. 75, 74 minsan, 72. Sabagay, dyan lang. Isang grado ako, 64. Pero yun lang. Wala akong no special talent. It's just to do what I say. Pag sinabi kong wag. Pag sinabi ko talaga wag mo talagang gawin. Pagka ginawa mo yan, sasabog tayo. Sabi ko sa military, sa civilian, mga direktor. Ilang cabinet members na. Sabi nila, ba't ito si Duterte mahilig sa tingnan mo Boracay. Sino utusan ko? Si Simato, General. Anyo, DILG, General. Chief of Staff. Tingnan mo, sabi ko, linisan yung Boracay. Huwag ninyong papasukin iba. Basta linisan ninyo. Huwag Anong dapat gawin nyo? Gawin ninyo. 6 months time, tapos. Tapos sinabi, ibigay ko daw sa mga casino. Ang sabi ko, no gambling. May mga kontrata sila sa pagko. Sabi ko, no. I will not honor your... Ito yan sa STL, marami nag-file na. Sinabi ko na sa inyo, hindi ako maniwala ng korte. Tang-ina ninyo, sumunod kayo sa gobyerno kasi dinadaya ninyo ng milyon. File-file kayo ng korte. Fuck you. May 4. Sabi mo na sa judge na yan, sinabi ko ayaw ko. Kasi yan ang pang ano nila they resort to injunction para mo. Kawawa ang gobyerno. Kaya dyan sa, wala akong partido, yung PDP, pero used to be a moribund party. Wala kang makita sa akin dyan na may umaakyat na gobernador o congressman. Sa panahon ko, walang politiko. Walang magsabi doon na mayor na ipa-assign mo doon sa distrito ko. Kaya karamihan yan, putang ina, meron niyang agenda. Kaya niya, kung hindi yung sugal, mas tigas ngayon ang police, chief of police. Kasi doon ako naniniwala. Tsaka itong si Anyo, stick to masyado. Yan ang gusto ko. Pero kung kayo ito, sa police, sa military, pagka nagkakaso yan, akin yan. Pag may inutos ako mag-operate kayo, patayin ninyo lahat yung mga putang inang yan kasi wala nang ginawa kung hindi sirain ang bayan natin. Patayin ninyo. Huwag kayong mag-iwan ng buhay. Ngayon kung puputok yan, akin yan. Ako ang magpakulong. Sa ginagawa nila, somebody has to answer for that. And if I get hanged pagkatapos ng termino ko, I am willing to go to the gallows. Ma-improve ko lang man ito, baski 1/2, pwede na ninyo akong that do not forget to bring the beautiful angels in front of me. I will be happy to die looking at beautiful women. Ano pa bang hingiin mo sa buhay? Babay na kita tayo sa langit. Kung imperno, mas magaling nandun lahat ng mga bigaing kaon ng babae. Ay, yung maraming may kasalanan. Hindi na ako magtagal kasi sa awa ng Diyos, umabot tayo dito ng 1 oras kalahati. Sorry Patagal ka rin siya kung walang chismis, totoo lang. Hindi ako, totoo. Been to Davao, been signing paper. Alam mo, ina-sign ko papers every day. Do you know, tanungin mo si Divina. President kasi malapit. President, ako, I have to sign 6,000 appointments hanggang ngayon. Middle up. Yung iba, purposely, hindi ko pinuwan para makasave ng pera. Tingin ko wala kang trabaho masyado. Hindi ko na nga, pero if I follow my duty, there are still 6,000 and I have to read yung gano'n. Hindi ako nagpipirma, paski yung, tinitignan ko yung record nila, itong sundalo, ilang asawa nito, police. Gano'n yan. Hindi ako nagpipirma, sabi mo, pirma na nakabulto dyan, tapos pirma. Baski na may initial na kay Justice Secretary o kay Widalde, binabasa ko pa rin yan. Kaya mga abogado, mahirap kasi magkamali. Kakahiya Pero ako, maligaya ako kasi nakatiis kayo, patawa-tawa kayo, kasi gutom na. Sorry lang, kaya. Gusto ko yung iba, gusto na magtuwa. Narinig ko, putang ina Duterte na ito, haba-haba. Ayaw na tapusin. O, di, tapusin natin. Maligaya ako, nandito ako, and I hope that I have educated you about this plant and about how government operates and how I'm just giving you the advance. Ano. And I tell you, we speak from the heart. Maraming salamat po.